I'm Wild William, and this is another episode of What the Fudge in the Wild. And today, today we're gonna catch ourselves an elusive, angry black male. Now, these males have known to be very aggressive pretty much year-round. Their sex drive is usually pretty high, and we're in an urban neighborhood, as you can hear them see and hear from this area. We just heard the police sirens. Doesn't look like they're out. Now what we have is some bait that we're gonna use to try to catch this elusive black male. Now first, we're gonna start with something light. I wasn't sure if they liked grape soda or grape juice, so we're gonna use that as bait. I was told they like malt liquor, so I found the darkest cognac type liquor that I could find. So you know those black males love to get drunk. I heard they like Kool-Aid. I've never heard of what Kool-Aid is. I saw this, I said, hey, that looks like a liquor bottle. They probably want that. And then we have the banana here for obvious reasons. We've got a little bit of weed for them and some blunts. And we're gonna go ahead and let's go set us a trap and catch us a black male. Okay, so we've set the trap out here for the black male to find. So we've set the trap out here, and we're just gonna sit and wait for the black male to come. All right, there, we've got one. Oh, he's a bugger there, look at that. He sees the Kool-Aid? He's going for the Kool-Aid. I knew that would get his attention. Oh, wow, now he's going for the grape juice. It's really amazing. He's got the liquor now, so he's definitely planning to get drunk. As we move away, look at him. He's getting all of the items. He kicked the banana, just like an animal would. It kicks with the item that it doesn't want. He sees the blunts. It's really amazing how this male is reacting. And he's found the fake weed. This is really amazing that we actually... Oh, my God. I don't know where I am. It appears he's put me in the trunk. They talk about popping the trunk, but it appears he's put me in one. This is Wild William, and this has been another episode of What the Fudge in the Wild. See, I can get out of this one. Somebody help me, please. What's goody? Welcome back to another episode of What the Fudge. Hey man, what the fudge? What the Fudge? Episode podcast, What the Fudge Podcast TV episode. Y'all know we switching it up, doing it a little different this year. I want to thank everybody for liking the videos on YouTube, liking my Instagram page, and checking everything out. I appreciate all the support. Continue to give me the feedback. I definitely use it, and it's much appreciated. I want to go ahead and thank the homie Wild William. I appreciate that. In the beginning, his methods are a little strange, but I mean, I've always grew up watching wildlife shows, and that's just a little bit, it looks like a little twist on it. So you guys go ahead, check that out, spread it around, and let's go ahead and get into this show. First segment, which is the news. Our news segment of the podcast. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. This week, the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, who won the 2018 NBA championship finals thingamajig. I don't really follow basketball all that much. I know, yes, I'm a black male, and yet I don't play basketball. It's a little weird. But I definitely, I do follow once it gets to the final season, but skip all of that. Event this weekend, or this past week, they went to the Washington DC. They were going to go play the Wizards, and originally last year, you know, every time that the champions, either the football or NBA, they usually go to the White House to visit and chill with the president, meet and greet and stuff like that. But since Trump has been in office, I'm pretty sure nobody wanted to go visit him. Stephen Curry, he's the organizer of who set up this meeting. When they went to play the Wizards this weekend in Washington DC, they stopped by the offices of Barack Obama and visited Barack Obama this week rather than going and get them cheeseburgers and KFC and Burger King or whatever else it was that Donald Trump was offering, and go to that. Nobody wants to be involved with him or that. They went by, and Steph Curry and Obama, they play golf a lot, so it sounds like they communicated to go visit them. They took a picture. They was chilling with him. They completely skipped going to see Trump, and I would have did the same thing. Y'all let me know out there on Instagram and YouTube, what would you have done? Would you have went to go visit Trump to let him kind of hear a piece of your mind, give him some, feedback like Kanye and Kim been doing? Or would you have skipped it to go chill with the OG Obama? And his lips looking black again, so y'all know what that means with them grape swishers. Let's go ahead and go into the next topic. Government shutdown. So apparently when I reported last time, it was still going on recently this week. They temporarily have stopped the shutdown. I know you happy. I thank God for all of the people that are able to get their paychecks. Hopefully they get a paycheck with the back pay and the taxes. I hope they don't eat them up in taxes. Because y'all know how them taxes do when you start working all them extra hours. For some reason, the government wants to take your money. But when it comes tax time and you want to get your check and you sitting there waiting at the mailbox almost every day, it takes its time. I'm just speaking not from personal experience. I've heard it's like we lost over $11 billion. $11 billion with this whole government shutdown. $3 billion of that we definitely aren't going to get back. So let me know out there what y'all think about this. Who's happy that this is all over? I'm just glad, man, because Trump, you was messing with a lot of people, man. This is he's still in office. It's crazy to me that he hasn't been impeached. I don't know what's going on. You lose $3 billion and you still, well, he does have a whole history of bankruptcy, losing money, failed business. Makes sense, I guess. I don't really try to get too much into the politics. Let's go ahead and go into the next topic. Free game. This week in What the Fudge podcast episode, the free game is, I've been noticing a whole lot of men have been doing the hair pieces. I don't know if you've seen this. I'm gonna go ahead and put up a little shot. But these guys are doing hair pieces. So now guys are pretty much getting weaves and wigs, and you would not be able to tell at all that they're wearing them unless you go up and give them a noogie or you dap them up or something like that. So my tip, even though I don't need it, I've never seen anybody actually with it that I know of. My tip for guys with hair pieces is to make sure you keep an umbrella on you at all times. Shower cap, just because you never know if your girl wanna, go on a date to a water park, or it starts to rain and then your hair piece is slipping and sliding down to the front and now you got a full frontal beard. This just sounds weird to me. I don't know. Also, my advice is to stay away from hard brushes. I know that sometimes us fellas, we use them hard brushes to get the waves, but you don't want to be brushing while you on a date and scrape out a big patch and now you got kind of like a little island of baldness in the middle of your scalp. You get this airbrush, they're airbrushing it now onto your head. I think it's great, man. I like how it's making the barbers have to step their game up. You pretty much need to know how to airbrush, change oil, and make a bomb omelet if you want to be a barber now. So that's just a few of my little tips for you guys out there getting hair pieces, and the ones that's getting braids or dreads or whatever. When you're getting intimate, be careful that you're not with a puller, because y'all could be doing something and then you pull hers off and she pull yours off. Y'all might switch it up. You could switch it up and you could rock hers and she could rock yours while y'all doing y'all thing. These are just a few helpful hints from Sice Man. So that being said, let's go ahead and go into our first report. We're back again. I tried to talk to this guy. Let's see if he can actually do the weather for us. Let's go ahead and check on Weather Wayne. Weather Wayne?
We're live.
Hey man, how am I supposed to do the weather outside? It's cold.
Okay. And we're back from that. Let's go ahead and go into my favorite topic, everybody's favorite topic of the show. What the fudge? Hey man, what the fudge? What the fudge? What the fudge? What the fudge, man? And in this week of What the Fudge, we're gonna go ahead and talk about, I don't know how I skipped this and how this has kind of just been hushed up a little bit, but the biggest divorce in history with the Amazon CEO and his wife. They were married for over 25 years. What the fudge, man? And he didn't sign no prenup. There was no prenuptial agreement, so that means the company and the finance, everything about to get chopped in half. Now, if he didn't have it when him and his wife first met and they built the empire together, I completely understand. But if this is something this guy had and it jumped on, that's just strange to me. We thought Paul McCartney was going through a horrible divorce and all these rappers got to pay crazy child supports. But that's just the craziest number in the world to me, that you're going to be splitting up in a divorce. And we still young, so we still got time to see these billionaires and millionaires. I think that the record will be broke. You guys let me know at What the Fudge Podcast what you guys think about this whole divorce. And even if you don't make that much, would you have your significant other sign a prenup? Whether you're the male, would you have your wife sign it? Or if you're the woman coming into the relationship and you're making more money, which a lot of these bums and aspiring rappers be feeding off of, but if you're making more money, would you make him sign the prenup? Just a couple quick questions on Sice Man's mind. Go ahead and go into our next topic, which is, we're bringing it back, the Instagram comedian of the week. So I know that when we were doing them last year, I would post up stuff, the videos. We're gonna kind of do the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and watch a clip real quick of this week's Instagram comedian, which is Moneybag Mafia. This guy is really, really funny. Moneybag Mafia. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the link for his Instagram, and let's go ahead and check out his page real quick.
Tag, you it. Hey, man, you it, man. Hey, look, hey, I had a feeling you gonna try to bend down and get that motherfucker, man. I see how you look like the corner of your eye, man. I'm keeping real with you. You trying to open that motherfucker up on your way down, man. Look, I see you in the chow hall the other day. You had dropped those fork. You act like you ain't want to pick that motherfucker up. I'll smack that nigga on the head. Anyway, my motherfucking sister worked down there at the soup kitchen, man, down there on Moreland Avenue and shit, man. He said some junkie came in there, man, smelled like shit, man, like he had a dead bird in his back pocket, you know what I'm saying? Eating up all the soup, ain't want to show them other nigga that smell like shit.
Go to our next segment, which is the hip hop and R&B review. And in our hip hop and R&B review this week, we got a couple quick topics. Like I said, it hasn't really been that much as far as music going on, but this week DMX was released from prison. I think that was really pretty good. He just served about a year and a half for tax evasion. He was apparently not paying his taxes like a lot of rappers do. DMX is a beast. He's a legend. Nobody else has the emotion and raw talent and feeling and everything. Even in his acting, you can tell that he's very passionate. So I'm glad DMX is out. Shout out to you, brother. Hopefully you can stay out. Pay them taxes, man. Make sure I pay the taxes, extra taxes when I go to the store. Here's an extra $3-4 just so they don't get you again, man. The next thing I want to talk about, the next topic in this segment is definitely The Game. He's been trending. For some reason, every single time The Game comes out with the album, he has some type of controversy around it. He's in the top 6 out of all of the rappers as far as lyrical bars, as far as albums, as far as featured, like anything that he's on. He's a beast, man. He's a beast regardless to the controversy. But apparently he just released video footage of him in the studio working on his new album. And man, this dude is he's talking about how he messed with Kim Kardashian. He was giving him fellatio and he was grabbing her by the throat and drank some watermelon. Let's put it that way, the watermelon and the watermelon seeds, you feel me? His game is crazy. He said even though he cool with Kanye, to me it's a little disrespectful. That's a man's wife, but at the same time, Kanye, you know who you married. You married Kim Kardashian, who was introduced to us in the world as a porn star. And she's pretty much continued to do that. She'll do her yearly nude pictures or yearly butt cheek or boob so that she can stay relevant. I don't know. I don't like it. It's bad. But I think the Game's album is going to be tight. I don't think he needs the controversy always or something always going on to release his music. But it looks like the album, it sounds tight. The beat sounded tight. The verse sounded good. They looked like they was having a good time. I think that the Game's album is, hopefully he releases something this year. I think it's going to be fire as always.
Nigga, I held Kim Kardashian by her throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked, nigga. I should apologize, cause you ain't my folks, nigga. This for all them vice lords and folks, nigga. This for all my hound dogs.
So y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you think it was offensive? Do you think Kanye should respond? Do you think Kanye's gonna respond? And what do you think? What do you think about the Game? Where would you place him in the rap list? You guys let me know on Instagram or on YouTube in the comments below. Go ahead and let me know. With that said, let's go ahead and check in. We got another report. So we done had Crazy Wild William. We got our weatherman who keeps tripping. I'm a little scared, but let's go ahead and check on Traffic TRAYVONN and see what he got going. TRAYVONN.
I told you to meet me here on time when I
We
said come
live,
to my
man.
storage place and bring me that help. You better bring it. I'm on my side hustle right now.
We
nigga.
live, man.
Hey nigga, look, get that phone in my, get it out my face, man.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go into our next segment, movie and TV review. In the movie and TV review this week, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Glass. We literally was just talking about it. I went and seen it. Me and the wifey went and seen it. We dropped the kids off. Went and we was watching Split last week so that we could get caught up. I already knew that Mr. Glass was faking. I was excited. I like how they started the movie off. I like how they showed the superpowers. Noticed that I think Bruce Willis is getting older. He's always done action movies, but you could tell Bruce Willis is getting older because the fight scenes, they were kind of just holding each other. If anybody has a fighting background, they were kind of just in a clinch the whole time. They weren't really throwing no bows or throwing each other across. Of course, the younger guy, Professor X, aka the Horde, aka the Beast, that brother, he deserves an award for his acting. The way that he could switch multiple characters, I think was really, really good. Bruce Willis, he seemed like he was tired in the movie. I don't know, that's just me, that's just my personal opinion. I don't know if his age or what's going on, but he did look a little tired, moved a little slow. But the movie was great, the storyline was great, the action in it was good. It's pretty long, but it's worth it. Shyamalan, he made his appearance in the movie as usual. So definitely go check it out if you guys haven't. Go to the movie theaters and check that out. Let's go to our next topic, which is the movie Us. That's the next movie by Jordan Peele. You know who I'm talking about. I don't know what his name is. I'm not good with names. But y'all know who I'm talking about. The movie, he was the creator of Get Out. The movie that had everybody going crazy and spinning spoons. And he's coming out with that movie Us. It's two of the characters that were in Black Panther are in the movie. It looks like they're a family and they're being terrorized by the family that looks exactly like them. I personally think, I haven't seen anything other than the previews, I think it's trying to say it's the evil or the bad that's in all of us. That's just my prediction based on what I was seeing on the previews. It looks really, really crazy. This week in shows or movies to recommend, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. For those out there that watch anime, that's Ninja Scroll, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, my homeboy Lakai, who's always updating me on Naruto, even though I don't give a darn about it. I could care less, man. I don't give a fudge about none of that. But I do like Dragon Ball Z and all that other stuff. But it's a show on Netflix called Baki, B-A-K-I, man. This show is pretty crazy. It's got a little bit of a love story in it. But for all of my old kung fu movie buffs and fanatics, this show is really, really tight. It's on Netflix. It's about 10 episodes, I think. And I think it's really, really good, man. It's a lot of karate in it. It's a lot of fighting. And of course, they gotta go get the brother, but for some reason, he's in a prison. Yeah, they gotta go get the dude that's in a prison for some reason. The black guy's in a prison, and they had to go get him. I ain't gonna spoil all of it too much. Y'all check that out on Netflix, and let me know what you guys think on What the Fudge Podcast. That's it, guys. That's pretty much the show. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this week. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like the post. Everything that you got to do, y'all know what I'm talking about. But we're not going to leave just yet. We got to go to our next segment, which is the bedtime story. And welcome to the bedtime story. In this week's episode, we're going to read The Boy Who Cried Pitbull by Siceman. In a hood somewhere near you, a hustler's boy that watched a stash of drugs in the trap house brought out the homies 3 or 4 times by crying out, "Pitbull! Pitbull!" And when his homies came to help him, he laughed at them for their pains. The Pitbull, which was a known police dog, not the rapper from Florida that makes all of the fast music and wears the sunglasses and suits, was a known police dog. However, he did truly come at last. The hustler's boy, now really alarmed, shouted in an agony of terror, "Homies, do come and help me. The Pitbull has found our trap house, and the police are about to raid us." But no one paid any heed to his cries, nor rendered any assistance. The Pitbull and the local police department, having no cause of fear, arrested everyone in the trap house, kept all the cash they found, and resold the drugs back on the streets. The end. This has been another episode of What the Fudge Podcast TV episode. We're on number 2 now. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and let everybody know what's going on here. You guys have a good week.